at Brum Updates, which is our publishing platform, since the start of June, we've delivered over 15 million unique impressions for the independents in Birmingham, sole traders, businesses that have, diversified what they're doing.
Hello, welcome to episode 11 of the Update. Hope everyone is good. So we'll kick off with new features as always. So this week, TikTok have officially launched their self-service ad platform, which is now available to everybody. So yeah, really interesting to see how brands are best going to use all of the different features available through TikTok. So very exciting. Facebook have also rolled out their shops functionality to a couple of users. So again, we announced this a couple of weeks ago. Huge advantage and huge step forward into the world of social commerce. So definitely something to kind of think about and integrate into your own business and when that becomes available. But yeah, really exciting. Similarly, Instagram have also testing on a couple of people's socials the shops tab. So again, it's just a real shift forward in terms of social commerce, and Facebook and Instagram are kind of leading the way on that at the moment. Another thing from Instagram is they've also rolled out pinned comments to everybody now. So you'll be able to pick and choose which comment you want to pin to the top, which again is really useful if there's like a specific kind of follow-up that you want to add to your post, or someone's done an amazing comment that you think is going to get some really good engagement. We've obviously seen it before on Facebook Lives, but now Instagram are rolling this out across all of their posts. And finally, WhatsApp Business. So not something we talk about too often, but they've launched QR codes now. So QR codes that you can put onto products or recipes, for example, that you can obviously then scan, or the customer can then scan, and then they can start a conversation directly with you through WhatsApp Business. So generally quite big in India and Brazil. They're the two biggest markets, but I think it's such an undertapped resource using WhatsApp for your business, and definitely something worth considering if you haven't done so already. So now we're going to go to Owen for campaign of the week, and then rather than me talk about what we've been thinking about, we have our very own Taylor. So look forward to that.
So what we've really enjoyed this week clearly isn't haircuts or beard trims. It's a new initiative that's come from the government, which is the Eat Out to Help Out campaign. Now this campaign's been put in place to kind of kickstart the hospitality industry again and get kind of bums on seats in there, obviously get all the waitresses, waiters, chefs, everyone back into work as well. Now how it works, you go out for a meal either Monday, Tuesday or Wednesday, and then you can claim 50% of that meal back when you get home, and you have to get a unique code that the restaurant gives you on your receipt. You can claim 50% back up to £10. This doesn't include alcoholic drinks or takeaways either. So obviously they want everyone in the restaurant. Now, it's a great campaign, but it needs to be on social. If you own a restaurant, you're an independent, you need to let people know that you've done this. Now you have to register for this as well with the government. So it's running from the 3rd of August to the 31st of August. So get registered, let everyone know that you're doing it, get sharing it on socials. And as a caveat to this, at Brum Updates, which is our publishing platform, since the start of June, we've delivered over 15 million unique impressions for the independents in Birmingham, sole traders, businesses that have, diversified what they're doing to try and keep them afloat. Now we want to help you still, obviously, but we're still a business. Help you to help us to help you even. So we've put a package together for the month of August to try and help you during this time as well, and let everyone know that you're doing it. So from the 3rd of August to the 31st of August, the same time that the campaign is running for the government, we're offering double the amount of impressions that we normally would. So packages start off at £250, and you can get 50,000 unique impressions across Facebook, Twitter and Instagram combined. Now obviously that's scalable depending on how many impressions that you want. And then if you book it in the month of July as well, we'll give you an extra post as a lead up post in July. So theoretically, if you book it for the £250 to the 50,000 impressions, you will get £1,000 worth of advertising essentially minimum for £250. So yeah, we want to keep helping you guys. We want to keep helping, pushing all the independents. Obviously, we've had a downturn in business as well. It's been a struggle for everyone. But, we want to help you to help us. So yeah, hopefully, guys, let us know. We're calling it the Brum Back scheme, like the comeback, but obviously we're in Brum. So yeah, the email will be down below. Drop me an email and let's help you get there. Cheers, guys. Bye.
Hello, I'm Taylor. I'm a social media executive and a videographer for Updates Media. So recently we've been thinking a lot about social first content and specifically social first video. Now, when we're talking about social first video, all we mean is that a video is catered specifically for online use rather than something that you'd see on TV or at the cinema. So a perfect example of how these things differ would be a video that we actually got sent in recently. And by all accounts, it was absolutely amazing. The whole video was extremely well produced. It was shot beautifully. There was brilliant music, the wording, everything was really, really powerful. And honestly, it's something that you could imagine seeing on the big screen. But that's where the problem actually lies. You see, when you're in a cinema, there's barely anything that can actually distract you, except maybe the person in front or behind you really loudly chewing popcorn. But on social media, you've got so many other distractions, so many other things that you're thinking about at the same time that unless you actually sit down and watch a video, if something doesn't grab you immediately, you're just going to scroll on. And that's where the problem came with this video, because the actual point of the video didn't really show itself until about 18 seconds in. And while 18 seconds doesn't really sound like that much, in terms of socials, 18 seconds is pretty much a lifetime. So the most important thing with social first video and anything that you put out on socials, in order to get the most engagement, you really, really need to pay attention to hooking the audience within the first 5 to 10 seconds. So a really good example of how this social first video approach is actually being used is probably something that you've noticed already. You'll probably see that on movie trailers online now, where the trailer has actually got a 5 to 10 second mini trailer in the trailer. People want that instant gratification on socials, and without that hook, as I've been talking about, people will just scroll on. So it's not just something that affects online creators, it's actually something that's affecting creators of the huge blockbusters like any of your Marvel movies or Warner Brothers, or pick any of the big studios, and they'll be doing this as well. Which, as I say, it may sound mad, but that is the way the world is heading now. And if you don't alter that, and if you don't start doing it yourself, you will very quickly get left behind, unfortunately. But you can't just hire a videographer now and think that you're going to produce blockbuster content. You have to have a specific brief for every video that you're making, and to understand where it will be distributed and how you are going to get that hook to keep the audiences enticed to watch the rest of the video. And with that, back to Ollie.
Lovely. Thank you, Taylor. And yeah, great to be getting more of the updates team on the updates update. No more just looking at me and Owen, which I think is a benefit to everybody. So that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch up very soon. Cheers.